first learned about agility just when I was looking around for some training centers, and they all said they offered agility training, so then when I Googled that word, that's how it all got started.
We got into it because we had another dog that we wanted to teach to be safe when he was jumping and running on stuff, and it just seemed like a good way to do that. And then we discovered it was a fun sport.
I would encourage them to have a strong foundation in obedience first, and then as they continue on to agility, they'll continue to further their off-leash control skills.
When I started with Dazzle in agility, just when she was a little tiny puppy, the first things we worked on were basic obedience skills and little tiny foundation skills like getting her to follow my hand or something. Then we would move up to low impact obstacles like the tunnel or just a really, really low jump, just to get her thinking and learning the process.
Okay, the first thing I work on with the puppy is I teach him the come command, the recall command. That's the most important thing I can teach her. Then after that, I start working on the stay commands.
Although Border Collies are very dominant in agility, they're definitely not the only breed that can do very well and be one of the best. Any breed that is really motivated can learn to do this.
All dogs that are physically capable, physically healthy, can do agility, yes. I think you're training your dog at all times, but formally training, I think you should train at least 10 to 20 minutes a day.
I train about every day, and I try to break it up into shorter training sessions so that it's easier for Dazzle. So a couple, maybe 10-minute training sessions every day is about what I try to get in.
Not nearly often. Really, seriously, we train, I think, just mostly here at class, and we should train out of class. I know we should.
Dazzle's favorite piece of equipment is probably the tunnel.
I suppose tunnels. He loves tunnelers. You know, the event where it's just all tunnels?
Yeah.
Super fast, super simple, nothing technical.
Dazzle's least favorite piece of equipment is the teeter-totter or the seesaw.
I think so. You know, he was pretty tentative on the teeter-totter at first.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are. And sometimes he's a little confused about the contact obstacles, but not afraid of anything.
Positive reinforcement is anytime I mark a dog's behavior, whether it's with a piece of food or my voice saying good dog, that's positive reinforcement. It's giving the dog something that they want.
With positive reinforcement, that's rewarding the dog when they do something good. So when they do the behavior you want, you reward the dog and they're more likely to repeat it.
You know, we give them treats. Obviously, we play with toys. Toys is probably the biggest thing. You know, we'll run and do stuff in the yard, even just a little training in the yard, and then reward him with his Kong or his Frisbee.
With negative reinforcement, you're correcting the dog for doing what you don't want. Usually it's harder to do it that way because there's more things you don't want the dog to do than the one thing you want the dog to do. So whenever they do something you don't want, you can correct the dog. I know Dazzle's having fun when her tail starts wagging and she starts bouncing around and being all goofy. She gets that little dog smile on her face.
You can tell by the dog's behavior when they're having fun, right? You can see by the way that he gets all intense, and Judy will tell him we're going to agility class, and he'll be running for the car.